Today, we're exploring how the very first video games laid the foundation for the modern industry, from a simple lab experiment in the 1950s to the birth of iconic characters in the 1980s. In 1958, William Higginbotham created Tennis for Two on an oscilloscope. It was just meant to entertain visitors at his lab, but it proved something groundbreaking. The screen could be fun, not just functional. By 1962, a group of MIT students built Spacewar. This was more than just a game. It showed that computers could be entertainment machines. And since it was shared freely across universities, Spacewar became the ancestor of both video gaming and open source culture.
What am I trying to get?
A decade later, in 1972, Atari released Pong. For the first time, a video game became a commercial success, arcades began to spread, and video games transformed from experiments into a full-blown business. Then, in 1978, Space Invaders took the world by storm. Arcades were packed, coins kept dropping, and gaming became a global pop culture phenomenon. And in 1985, Nintendo introduced Super Mario Bros. This game set a whole new standard: worlds, levels, music, and characters that became icons. Mario showed that games weren't just about high scores. They could be adventures, stories, and experiences. From Tennis for Two in 1958 to Super Mario Bros. In 1985, these milestones built the foundation of modern gaming. So the next time you grab a controller, remember, it all started over half a century ago. But gaming wasn't going to stay in the arcades forever. The next step was bringing that experience into the home. In 1972, Magnavox introduced the Odyssey, the very first home video game console. Compared to today's machines, it was almost primitive. No sound, no color, and the graphics were just simple blocks and lines. To make things more exciting, players used plastic overlays that stuck to the TV screen, turning playing dots into tennis courts or racetracks. It was clunky, sure, but it was groundbreaking. For the first time, people could play video games in their living rooms, not just in labs or arcades. The Odyssey proved one big idea: gaming at home was possible. But there was one problem. The Odyssey had all its games built into the system. Once you played them, that was it. Then, in 1977, Atari changed everything with the Atari 2600. Instead of fixed games, it used cartridges. That meant one console could play an endless library of titles. Space Invaders, Pitfall, Adventure. Each new cartridge was a new experience. And this wasn't just about fun. The cartridge model created an ecosystem where developers could make and sell games separately from the console itself. This single innovation laid the foundation for the modern gaming industry.
Cartridge telegame system. Over 150 video games, all on cartridges. This cartridge of 27 target games is included, but you can get...
The Odyssey sparked the idea, and the Atari 2600 built the business model. Together, they turned video games from a novelty into a global industry. Without them, there'd be no Nintendo, no PlayStation, no Xbox, and definitely no gaming culture as we know it today.